And I'm back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Watch on my reviews. This is your boy James, where I am here to give my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. It's not gonna happen in this video, but that's okay. We'll live to fight another day. Joining me is my co-host, Mrs. Beth. Y'all say what's up to her.
Hello, beautiful people. I do hope that you subscribe to James's channel. The content will only get better. So I hope everyone subscribes. I'm happy to be here. And I am tired of the season. That is all.
Oh, well, hey, it is what it is. This episode actually didn't annoy me as much as all the previous episodes annoyed me. This actually was a quite interesting episode. Makes me want to go to Grenada. I've always wanted to go, but this actually episode made me want to go even more. But why are you subscribing to me and Mrs. Best here? Because remember, any videos that I don't do on my channel, we do on Mrs. Best's channel. We have Real Housewives of Miami, The Valley, Basketball Wives. We have so much more coming to her channel. We have King's Court coming next month. So it's going to be a busy one for us. But I wouldn't be remiss to say we need to also subscribe to Shana's channel. Make sure we show her some love. Make sure we show her that we want her here on YouTube with us where she rightfully belongs with a nice, great, lengthy check. We want it to be fruitful and multiplies for all of us, but mostly Shana because she was one of the very first content creators to actually embrace me and Mrs. Best and help us with our subscriber count. So we owe a lot to Shana, and we just hope that YouTube gives her just due because she deserves it more than anything. So let's go ahead and make sure we subscribe to Shana's channel now. Naya, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, my love bug. This season is laid, dry, and still, child. Show is.
Hello, Naya. Thug and cousin. I agree with you, girl. I was
I
just
don't know
saying it
what they
before you
thought
got
bringing
here.
Phaedra back was gonna do.
You said what?
I don't know what they thought bringing Phaedra back was going to do.
Bringing Phaedra back is funny. I do think this is where she belongs if you have to put her somewhere. However, I don't think that her coming back is going to make a difference in ratings or help the show. Phaedra gives friend of, not full-time housewife to me.
Phaedra need to go back to Married to Medicine.
I don't think she fit over there.
She
I
don't. But
just
at the end of
don't.
the day, she don't fit here either. I'd rather see her on Married to Medicine because at least the group of educated ladies will give her a run for her money versus it being a group of ladies who are just ratchet, Portia and all them. I just think that she fits better over there. I like the educated version of her more than the ratchet version.
She don't
Just saying.
want to show that side is the problem. She ain't
She
trying to
don't.
show that.
Because she don't want people to challenge her. That's the problem. She don't want people to challenge her. So, but speaking of which, though, we open it up. We hear that the ladies did a Girls Gone Wild night after the unfortunate thing of Shamia's daughter, potentially getting sick at that time. The ladies rallied around her and they just did a turn up night. Everybody was in their drawers and shaking their asses. They usually do on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And the next day happens, and Angela goes over to see Drew. And she tells Drew, it was a crazy night last night. But she said before all that happened and we were all rallying around Shamia, she said that it was such a lovely thing that she saw all the ladies rally around her and support her in sisterhood. But where Angela said she made the mistake was looking at Drew while Britt Edie was hugging Shamia. And when they showed the flashback, you could see Angela looking at Drew and started cracking up. But she didn't laugh loud. She kind of just she couldn't hold it in. She said that Drew's face was doing everything while Britt Edie was hugging Shamia. So I was like, damn, Angela. Because when they showed Drew's face, it was doing a lot. Because that's me. I'm like that. Where else have we seen that before? I think Sutton from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills did that same face where she was looking at Garcia. She was like, "Yo, get your ass up." So looking at that lady. With Naya said, Phaedra did say she has many jobs. Can she go back to them? I think Dr. Heavenly made the point about this. I think Phaedra really wants to be a reality TV star. I just
She
think that's
has
all she
to.
wants to do. I think that she does her other jobs well, like, being a lawyer, being a mortician, being, owning that clothing store that we were going to see next episode. And then all of her other business ventures. I think Phaedra is a great businesswoman, but I think like when it comes to what she wants to do, she wants to be a reality TV star. And let me tell y'all something. When, let me tell you, the word of redemption is real. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. The word of redemption is real when they say that you can be redeemed by the Lord in life and how you follow. They were talking about Phaedra. Because where is it that a black woman could go through what Phaedra is going through? I mean, like she did to herself. We're not saying that it was nobody else's fault. She did it to herself. But Phaedra, it was able to come right back on top, go on multiple Bravo shows and get multiple Bravo checks. One that actually landed the show that she was on, the season that she was on of Traders, an Emmy win for her. Because I think she was included. I think they used her scene when she was reading that Man Fulfilled to get the Emmy. So I think that's how she won it. Where do we find that at? So Phaedra is proof that life ain't over until God says it's over. I'm just gonna put that out there now. I hate that I had to go that deep, but Phaedra is proof to me that life is not over until God says so. Because Phaedra's in her 50s, and she just now is getting back to having a reality TV fame name again. So don't count on God. I'm telling you, that's how I look at Phaedra. Don't count on God. He's gonna bring you back to the opportunities that are meant for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Dimples on Demand. Hi, I have not seen you in so long. Thank you for coming back. We missed you, and I am so happy to hear you. I can't wait to hear your opinions on some of these topics we about to talk about. Thank you so much, my love. But yeah, where was I? I didn't got sidetracked here. I went down a little rabbit hole. We were talking about Angela and Drew. And so Drew was like, I'm not the actress, baby. Britt is. Britt sold that scene. Like, and she did. Britt sold that scene like it was nothing. Like she was, yeah, Cherie, I love you, Cherie, and I'm gonna be there for you and the baby. And Cherie and the baby, we don't care what we go through, it's gonna be all right. We gonna be okay. Drew cracked me up when she got up on Angela, was trying to hug her. She said, I don't know if they was gonna tongue kiss or if they was gonna duke it out. I didn't know what they was gonna do. And it was true because Britt was doing a lot. Britt was doing so much. And it was like, girl, it ain't even all that serious. What'd you say that was on the man? Work, yeah, me too. I'm right there with you. When I tell you I've been working overtime like crazy, I'm in the middle of a move. Y'all, I'm gonna set this week up. We get married this weekend. I'm gonna get married this weekend. I had to extend that a few more weeks. I'm so bad. But anyways, no, but I'm just playing. But it was, yeah, I understand. Don't worry, love. We happy just to have you here. So, Mrs. Best, how'd you feel about the scene between Drew and Angela?
Drew's face was me because Britt did too much. It was awkward. I never trust people who are like, "Oh, I love you so soon. We just like family." Bitch, I just met you. Relax. But yeah, I mean, I agree with most of what they said. Um, I don't know. I need them to give me more this season.
I do too. I agree. Oh, congratulations on what?
You was talking about getting married, working, all of that.
Oh, y'all gonna make me cry because literally I had to extend my wedding day a whole. I don't even know what day I'm getting married, or if it's really about to happen, just because it has been extended once now, and I feel like that's a curse. I do.
It's not a
Um,
curse. It's actually very, very common.
is
Very,
it? I
very
never feel like
common.
it is. All my
People
friends got married
change
on the
the
day they were supposed to.
That's just those people you know. That's a very small population of the world. I changed my wedding date, I think 3 times. Most of the
Did
people
you?
I've known have changed it a couple of times. Sometimes it's for the venue. Sometimes people need to go to counseling. Sometimes it just works out that way based on flights. Like, it's okay to change stuff. It's always like with weddings, kind of like how they say if it rains, that's good luck. All the worst things that could happen leading up to it, it'll set you up for success once you in it. Because all the people who had imperfect pretty weddings is divorced. I'm just saying.
Child,
Hi, Dimples on Demand.
Child, let me tell you. Hold on, y'all. I don't even know my Cash App damn thing. Let me see something here. Because I'm not gonna say no to money. So hold on one second. I'm gonna put it in the chat, y'all. Hold on one second since someone requested for it. There it is. Um, and I appreciate you even wanting to bless me with that. That is so beautiful of you. Thank you so much once again. Um, it is, and I'm trying to be fair with it. I just really love my fiance. I really do, and I cannot wait to that day. Like when I tell y'all, that man is just, and Mrs. Best can attest to this, that man. When I tell you, he is just something else. But I love every part of it. Now I might donate the way Britt did, so not too much of my.
I'm cracking up. I love it.
That was the best. I love you so much. Oh my God. I can't wait to do meet and greet so I can meet all of you. I promise you, I'm going on tour and I am coming to everybody's city. Drop your city down there so I can make sure I write it down. Me and Mrs. Best are going on tour. We are going on tour and we are going to meet and greet with everybody because I have to meet all of you.
Just
I
give
really
me a little bit. I'd like to wait till the orange man's out of office, just due to his decisions with, the people flying the planes and they keep crashing in the sky, out the
no, we can
sky.
get
They
a
go up and come right back down. I'm scared to fly. Shit.
that's why we need a business. That way we can get a little bus.
Not a bus.
Anyways, y'all, let me hurry because I got to get my husband from work while I'm sitting over here talking about this. We did have a scene with Phaedra, Cynthia, and Portia. They're over there talking, about Britt. Apparently, Britt told Phaedra that Kelly's glam squad has basically removed from the premises from her that she doesn't want to be working with. Is that how I heard the conversation, Mrs. Best? I'm not forgetting. Phaedra said something to the extent of there was an issue between Brit stylist Paris, the blonde dude, who was something happened with the. I don't remember the conversation. Now I'm sorry because I'm laughing too much on Brit's donation. This may could be get sidetracked. But I just feel like this. I feel like this whole glam. I know we're going to talk about it in another scene, but this is that really what we have to talk about realistically? They did also talk about how Kelly was very quiet when it came to Shamia and Portia grilling Britt about the donation, about how Britt was coming at Shamia and Portia didn't like it. She was saying, in terms that's not usually Kelly's behavior. Usually Kelly is right there being Britt's right hand. So what do you think has happened? And so they're all speculating what may have happened and everything. And they're not the only ones. Angela also said the same thing, that Kelly is not, Britt's right hand. She's not piping up. She's not saying anything, so we don't know what that could be about. Here's what I think it is. I think for me, it was more so. Thank you so much. I heard my phone vibrating. I think that was it. Thank you so much, Nipples on Demand. You did not have to do that for me, but I am so grateful for that. We appreciate it over here. We really do, because times is hard. I promise you. Renew, reset, rebirth, or whatever Kelly said. Yeah. But for me, I'm looking at the whole situation like Britt was wrong. I mean, she wasn't wrong per se, because you can't tell somebody how much they should donate or whatever, but she has no defense, because directly, if Shamia feels away, Shamia feels away. It's like you can't really defend, Britt's behavior, because at the end of the day, they all gave very sizable donations, and Britt only donated 3 rolls of toilet paper and a box of Tampax. So I don't understand. Like, I understand why Kelly didn't pipe up, because that would be hard to defend for even me. I would have a hard time defending Mrs. Best. I would do it, but it would be hard, because I'm like, well, Mrs. Best, I can't defend you when you only buy 3 rolls of toilet paper and a box of Tampax. But like me and Mrs. Best said last week, She and I both know better not to do no shit like that. We know to give more than what can be. So we'll touch more on that. But is there anything else you want to add to that scene before I go ahead and move on?
Um, no, no.
Yeah, and then they start talking about Kelly's nipple and stuff, and I mean, I kept Britt's nipple, how it popped in and popped back out. And so I was like, "There's some things I'm curious to see in my life. That might be one of them, but just not on Britt Edie's. I need to see that with somebody. So if somebody else has a retractable nipple, let me see it and show me what it does, so that way I can get a clear picture. Because I was trying to imagine that, and I did not want to Google because you know when you Google shit, it be showing you more than what you need to see. So that's why I'm like, let me just go ahead. But yeah, someone explain to me what that is. So Britt finally goes to see Kelly and they begin talking. And Kelly is, hey, Shady, thank you for being here, my love. I really do appreciate you. So Kelly and Britt have a sit down. Kelly is filling Britt in on her divorce. She has to have a conversation with her lawyer about, you know, the finalizing her divorce because she has one more meeting before she has to go to court. And she's just saying it's really rough because, you know where they are. And also, Britt wants to talk to her about the donation thing and how, you know, when Shamia piped up about the donation, she felt like Kelly didn't have her back and actually spoke forward for Shamia by saying that they're all bosses in their own rights. Why couldn't she donate more? And Britt's standpoint is that she asked Kelly, how much money should she donate? What should she bring? Like, what should she do? Um, Here's my thing. And this is what annoys me about Britt. Britt, you are going to an island that has limited resources after being impacted with the hurricane. And we don't want to call you broke like everybody else is on YouTube, but you would think you would give
James don't
way
want to
more.
call you broke. I'm calling that bitch broke. Apologies for interrupting.
No, you good. You good. But I listen. I get it. I totally get it. But the thing about it is that I just when she was saying that out of her mouth, if I was Kelly, I would have laughed. I would have laughed in her face because it's like, what do you mean you reached out to me for donation? How much you should donate, ma'am? You ain't never donated nothing in your life. Like you ain't never like to me, y'all. Come on, like when you hear a country has a small country, and we've had many of them around the areas of the US go through unfortunate situations like hurricanes and everything and tsunamis and stuff like that. They tell you all the time essentials, things that you can do donate, water, monetary donations, clothing if you can, you know, socks, things, a lot of things that you could donate. You could have Googled what you could donate to these people. But the fact of the matter is, you went up there, it really was trying to defend your donation. And the fact that no one told you what to donate was absolutely crazy to me. Like, I can't defend her with that because, yes, you should be able to donate whatever you can. But at the end of the day, you're, as they all say, you driving in a Rolls Royce, you got a big old house, you got a G. I looked it up. She got a G Wagon. Her husband also has some other type of luxury car. So you mean to tell me y'all have all this money for the car payments and whatnot, and you talk about how you a boss, but you mean to tell me you can't donate more than 3 rolls of toilet paper and a box of Tampax? Like, yeah. So I was like, I was mad at Shamia for bringing it up at the dinner, but I'm not mad at what she said because it's very much a true statement. It's like you brag about having all of this, and the thing about it is when you need to show up the way the other ladies are showing up, you don't. So I laughed at her. I was like, and then this whole thing of this stylist and this whole situation about how I guess Britt called a meeting with the stylist without Kelly knowing about it, and it was it was a mess because that shit is stupid. That shit was stupid. What y'all saying in the comments? Wasn't she trying to buy that little ass car at the start of the season? She sure was. She sure was. And she was stepping on that gas pedal, trying to rev it up and everything. Crazy. Do what Kelly did. Go grab a gango. I'm trying to tell you, she could have went to Kroger. Kroger in Atlanta always got water for like $3 a case. I promise you they do. She could have went and got at least 20 of them, spent $100. It would have been done. Like, we wouldn't even be mad. Yeah, like, it's crazy. Britt, don't you know those saying, go big or go home? Not yet.
I
Damn.
mean, based on what they discussed, I think that the fact that Kelly had to lend her glam squad to Brit, the girl is broke. She clearly came on this show and was not financially prepared. And instead of showing us the real, like many other housewives have done when they come on the housewife show, look at Kenya and that white refrigerator. We got us all ashamed if we have a white refrigerator. But it was realistic. We got to watch her build herself up and build more manner. It's clear that that I'm sorry, that Brit Edie is broke. I don't like when people come on TV and try to play like something that they're not. It's just too much. I want her to be
Mhm.
gone.
Hi, DM Rocks. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you. Dimples on Demand said the storylines are grasping at straws. They really are. It's really it's hard to even talk about this. I heard a rumor that Nene King and KKK Kim are coming back next season. I want Bravo to try to make Kim Zolciak happen.
Kim
After I
Zolciak
heard,
was never a good housewife. She lied about cancer. She came on the show with the sugar daddy who was married. She married a younger man, bled his pockets dry,
right,
alienated him from his family, had 6 kids,
and
and then
then got the
ran the
nerve,
family broke.
and then got the nerve to come out recently saying that Corey's never paid a bill.
Lying.
Just lying. Do you mean to tell me that the entire time that man was over there? Because how did you get that big ass house in the
We
first place?
don't want Kim back because Kim's not going to show us the real. She's going to try and act like everything is okay. If Kim Zolciak comes back on Housewives, I want to see her in her new apartment sitting trying to auction off her expensive items on eBay. That's what I want to see. If she does anything else, I don't want to see it.
I'm gonna talk about this Dimples on Demand. I'm gonna talk about this week. I was gonna cover the next generation. I still am. I'm just behind. I am going to talk about that though because I didn't know she did that, and that's fucked up. Um, and I heard what the baby said on the news show. Yeah, Kim. Yeah, Kim's apparently her and Corey both took her money. And see, that's when I have a problem. Remember when Kim threw a glass at King? And yeah, I remember. I remember. Like, because she said, wasn't it that she was pimping out Brielle for John Legend tickets?
I
That's what
mean,
that
that's what she do.
that's what she
That's
did.
what she do. Brielle's talked about it. The other daughter, Ariana, is on the new show talking about it. We can say now that Kim Zolciak is a trash ass person and a questionable mom at best with a gambling problem. We don't need that lady back on TV.
We
We
don't.
just do
I
not.
don't want her back. Like it's not going to give what it's supposed to give. She lies. She don't do nothing. I don't care about her and Croy. I want Croy to go out there and live his best Brokeback Mountain life somewhere out there in Montana and just take his little baby and call it a day. Take them baby kids and call it a day. Because I'm not finna sit up here. I don't want to see Kim on TV. I just don't.
Dimples on demand, you too funny. She said it's giving Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, why are you trying to say little kids in the first place? Like, who the hell? I knew in high school we had girls who passed their weaves to the next person, but I don't think that's something we should do in today's time. I just don't. Anyways, y'all, let's move on because I know we get sidetracked, but this is so much fun talking about this. The next thing we have is the ladies go out to the pool. We had first it was Portia and Angela. They're talking, and once again they're talking about the whole Britt and Kelly thing and how their friendship is coming off really weird and everything. And as they're talking about that, they're talking about how well, first of all, Shamia and Kelly came out matching, and Angela said, "What the hell is this? Like, I mean, why does everyone come out matching? Like, how old are we? Because I guess Kelly and Britt, when they were on Portia's birthday, wore the same color dress matching. And then now here comes Shamia and Kelly having on the same bathing suit. Now, I thought it was a cute. I thought it was cute. I really did. I thought, and I'm not saying this because I'm taking up for Shamia. Y'all don't be coming for me. But I thought they looked cute. They both look cute in their little swimsuits. Um, like Shani said, has everyone done this? Please do that. Subscribe to my channel, please. But the next thing we talk about is, Drew comes over and Portia and Cynthia over there cooking. And Drew comes over to Shamia and Kelly and says, I had a great time and everything. And I just feel like we need to just keep the sisterhood going and everything. And Shamia's like, I agree. We do need to keep the sisterhood going, but that's, better said than done. And as the ladies are coming, as more ladies are coming over and everything, we have Randall, who is the tourist ambassador. He comes by, handsome guy, very handsome guy. And everyone was noticing that. And Phaedra walks over and Shamia introduces Phaedra to him. And Phaedra said, "Oh, I hug, baby. Give me a hug." And Phaedra was just hugging on tight to that man. I said, "Well, damn, Phaedra." And I thought that man, realistically, I thought that man was going to slide his hands on her ass. I really did. I just knew that was going to happen. I was waiting for it so I could take a picture. But he didn't do it. He was respectable. And she said, "You are a very good looking man." Mm-hmm. She said, "They make them fine down here." Phaedra crazy. So as the ladies are, talking, he mentions that, as part of the celebration of what they're going to be doing, Jab Jab is the season. And you guys know, based on what Portia said, and I had to Google and fact check that because you can't take everything Portia say. So, but Jab Jab was a way for because slavery back in those times, Black people were looked at as evil entities. So Jab Jab was created to kind of reverse that stigma and actually have a joy as people are dancing, finding good spirits. And I loved every part of that scene. Like I loved all those people and that oil. That was definitely a James event. That's something I would go to heavily. So, Mrs. Best, how did you feel about the pool scene and the man talking about Jab Jab and how that all came about?
I really don't want Portia to talk about nobody's history because you Google somebody else's, but you couldn't know your own, considering who your grandfather was. I'll never forgive her for that. I just won't. I'm glad she's trying to get it right, but I just want her to take a class or something. Somebody put her on College Hill, and I'll be
Please.
okay. Um, I think it's nice whenever we get to see culture. Any black culture for me is a win to see on television. I don't really have any negative. This was a scene I did not mind.
I didn't mind the scene at all. I thought it was here's the thing. I love history. I love a country when they show their culture. I do. I love when the culture is fun. It reminded me of when Tanya took them to Canada for Carnival. And I want to do that too. That just looks like so much fun. So I cannot wait. Um Portia couldn't even Google Simone. I love you too, so the man. I thought the same thing. The Electric Underground Railroad. Y'all leave Portia alone. No. We can't leave Portia alone because that's sad, Portia. Your grandfather was one of the leading activists of our history, and you didn't even know that. Damn.
It's a damn shame. It's a miracle she got famous as it is.
I'm just saying. God, they say God always looks out for babies and fools. They really do. And I'm telling you, Portia a damn fool for that one. So as they wrap up, because they go ahead and go, Kelly decides that she's going to go call her lawyer. So she is dismissing herself from the group so she can go ahead and make that phone call. And we're going to stay on her head 360 days of the year. No, it was 260 days of the year. That's what she said. Lord Jesus. I think her looks got her far. I think they did too. I really do think. I think she knew exactly what to do. I think the surgeries that she did get definitely extenuated all of those looks and everything. and that made it perfect for her because Portia is just not 265. That's what she said. Shit, devil, you making that up? That's what she said. But anyways, Portia then has a moment. She grabs Shamia and she takes Shamia's inside, and everyone's confused by what she's doing. So then Portia comes back out and says that she wants to go ahead and reintroduce Shamia since Shamia had a hard time. And Shamia comes out wearing that big old hat that Portia had that she was gonna do a small photo shoot for. She decided to let Shamia wear the hat in one of her bathing suits so Shamia could showcase the hat to the ladies. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that did tug at my heartstrings too, because it did remind me of the friendship of these two and the legacy that they have of having a 30-year friendship. And I thought it was a very sweet moment between Portia and Shamia. It's unfortunate it did not last, beyond the side of filming. But I thought it was a very good thing that Portia did because Portia does have her moments where she can come through as a friend. She really does. And I thought this was a great moment. How'd you feel about that moment, Mrs. Best?
I'm not fooled by bullshit like that easy. I don't buy it. Yeah. Portia took too long to have a moment. If you really fuck with somebody, you're gonna pay attention to how they move, how they react to what you doing. Um, nah. I still feel the same way. I think these two have a bond based on each of their worst or shadiest characteristics. I don't think they're bad people, but I don't like this duo no more.
Yeah, I've always liked them, but they're now that we're really seeing what Shamia's life is like, I kind of feel like, yeah, Portia not gonna like this one. But Portia winning these days, y'all. Portia winning these days. Portia get to keep her house. Portia get $40,000 a month from Salmon, and she gets to keep her Rolls Royce that he bought her for her. I don't know if it was for her birthday. I think it was just a gift, a random gift he just bought her. And she about to quit Real Housewives of Atlanta because she feel like she got enough money now. you know, I'm just saying she did go through hell with Salmon, so shout out to Shanny. But she did go through hell with him, so I guess that's rightfully so. He should be paying her out, rightfully so. But um, watch King's latest episode of her show. She speaks on Portia and Shamia's friendship. Oh, okay, I will. I won't. I'll watch it. I'm not. I'm trying to say I don't. It's not that I dislike Kenya. I just want to make sure that she is coming through authentic. I do. She's still a gold digger and always will be one. Damn. Okay. Well, hey, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Let's be real for a second. I know I'm going down another rabbit hole, but they ain't do shit on this episode. I ain't mad at gold diggers no more. I'm not. I'm not mad at gold diggers anymore. Get it if you can get it, and just change the name. And the gay community is called sponsorship. Go ahead and get you a sponsorship, because life be life and things is hard. I am not mad at y'all if y'all want to do something strange for a whole lot of change. Because I'm not gonna say a little piece, because sometimes people get paid a lot. People get condos and shit in their name. Ask guest the leader. So maybe Portia will be with a basketball player next, and then we'll go to on Basketball Wives. You know what's funny? I
I
don't.
feel like she'll keep trying to go for the rich international men
Mhm. I don't see him
because
being black next time though. I don't. I think Portia gonna get her like somebody that's like. I see her maybe with a guy from like Dubai, like pulling like a Janet Jackson, or
I could see her doing something like that.
I could definitely see, especially
Yeah.
yes, because
I don't think she's interested in American men because they pockets and just the way that they move in general is not as appealing compared to how men internationally will treat a woman. Even
yeah,
with all the BS, like
maybe
American
she'll
men.
reboot the Real Housewives of Dubai and just go out there and find her a man. I'm speaking this to your life, Portia. Go get you a man from Dubai and go to Real Housewives of Dubai and bring that franchise back. Because I can see her and Chanel Ayan getting into it. I can see her and Lisa getting into it. So
Yeah.
yes, she was drooling over them Grenada men. She was well, especially because
Them men was handsome.
they're handsome. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie,
trying to get to Grenada. Sorry, Mr. Best. I'm trying to get there. Just to look.
There are fools for continuing to be with Portia. If they get got, that's their problem. I feel like some men, I'm gonna be honest with you, Temples on the man. I feel like some men don't care, especially men in Dubai, because they have money to dispose. Ask Caroline Brooks. They have money. They have men in Dubai have disposable money. So they don't care if Portia take a couple of million from them and live her best life and stuff. As long as she shut up about it, because a lot of them have other people, that don't matter. So I think the men don't care. Like I'm talking about men from Dubai now. If she go get her like a Persian or something, then that's totally different. But no, I feel like Portia gonna pull a Janet Jackson, marry a man out of nowhere, and I feel like Dubai is the country. I feel like that's where Portia going next. If I feel like I'm following the Hold'em, Portia going to Dubai next. I'm calling that out. And y'all can say I said it here first on Watch Your Mouth Reviews. When I tell you I said it first here, I'm gonna replay this scene. I said Portia gonna get her man from Dubai. I see it. I can picture. I almost can show y'all the man she gonna get. Because me and Portia got similar taste in men. So I can honestly see what she can. I can see it. Absolutely. So anyways, let's move on. So it is jab jab. Everyone's rubbing themselves down with oil and Phaedra. Let me tell y'all something about Phaedra. Y'all remember when we first met Phaedra on season 3 of Real Housewives of Atlanta? She came with that same silk press and bumper curl, and she wore them suits and was prayer clothing everybody, oh Jesus, and everything else, and oh child and everything. We ain't never seen Phaedra drop it low, pick it back up, got men over there humping on the back of that big ass booty and everything. We ain't never seen that Phaedra. Phaedra, what's going on? You just got single and just living your hot life. I ain't mad at Phaedra, but I tell y'all, I'm not mad at Phaedra. I'm really not. I know a lot of people don't like Phaedra. I don't like Phaedra either, but Phaedra know how to party. For real, she in church shoes and all, Phaedra, but I tell y'all, Phaedra wore that same silhouette every time. It was the same silk press to curl with the part on the right. It was the same little curl on the left. It was the same thing all season. Phaedra then started wearing wigs and lost weight and then got her life together, snatched. I'll tell you, they showed more Phaedra than everything. They showed more Phaedra and Portia. Portia over there dropping her big ass booty down on that bus. I was like, see, this is why you can't take black folks nowhere. But everybody, they had a good time. I loved them showing the people. I loved everything that this event showed. I really did. This was something that I would go to Grenada for. I really would, just to have that experience, because I think that it is such a beautiful experience. I think they had a great time. Some of the men did scare me with them tongues and stuff. I'm like, put that back in your mouth, please. I don't need to see that. Thank you. But Mrs. Best, how do you feel about looking at the actual parade of Jab Jab and what it looked like for you?
It looked fun. I want to go. Hell, it looked fun.
I think she's currently playing a character with this 613 wig. Child. But I think, let me tell y'all something, because a lot of people want Phaedra to go back to who she was. No, let Phaedra stay who she is today. I don't mind Phaedra with these blonde wigs and, more seductive clothing. I actually prefer Phaedra in this style than to see that same bumper curl that she wore for literally 10 seasons straight. I would love, I don't want to see Phaedra in shit else. This is a perfect upgrade. It might not be the best, but I'm telling you, oh yeah, let's go. Group trip, absolutely. I don't know if this will be the girly trip with just us or we got to bring our spouses. I don't know. Mrs. Best, what should we do?
My spouse travels with me. He
No, he
just
looked like he
does.
would have a great time. Like he would. I know Gio will have a great time. That's Gio's MO right there. That whole jab jab thing, he would paint him the oil. He would do it all. He would love it. So yes, I am. I ain't mad at her. She getting paid. She getting the money. That's what I said. We let her be, but I want her to stop acting like she ain't one though. Because come on, Phaedra. Come on. But that's all they showed was everybody having a good time, shaking their asses. It looked like, of course you can, Shani. That's fine. We ain't mad at you. Yes, you can come. Absolutely. We going, y'all, Grenada. We going. I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know where. But we going. But that was pretty much it. That was the episode, y'all. It wasn't much of nothing. They didn't really give nothing. They just wanted to kind of show the culture of Grenada, and I'm happy that they did so. Um, I would love to. I wish they would have took us like a tour to like the spice museums and stuff out there and let us see that. But different shows. But this was it. This was Kelly. I know I didn't talk about Kelly's divorce phone call with her lawyer, but they really didn't talk about much. The only thing that was funny that man said was, "Make sure you keep your balance." When he said that, I was like, Kelly. I said, damn, Kelly, you ain't got the retainer. What's wrong with the retainer, Kelly? That lawyer expensive? I'm just saying, that was funny. But anything else you want to add, Mrs. Best?
No, sir.
She is draining. I know Bravo's going to keep her because they like people like her. But I need her, if she comes back next season, I need her to do something better than this. I need to see her dating or something because this is not it. We're with the same sex harassment suit, and she was talking about Phaedra spreading it wide. I feel like Bravo is going to subpoena a lot of this footage, and it's going to bite her in her ass when they go to court for this shit. Yeah, he was on it. That lawyer cracked me up when he said, "Make sure you keep your balance." And for people who don't know what he meant, she has a lawyer on retainer. And a retainer there is an account that you have to have a certain amount of money into it so they can use it for whatever they need to, whether it's court fees or their paychecks or whatever it is that they need. So he's telling her to make sure she keep that balance on it. I said, damn, you had to put her business. She was on TV, fool. You had to say it like that. Damn, Bobby. But that's okay. Bobby wanted his money. I wasn't mad at Bobby at all. Bobby said, look, you better pay me. Because this is going through all this with your husband in and out of jail and shit. Yeah. Because last week, with her boobs out and she all in Phaedra's private parts, I'm going to keep my good eye on Britt the rest of this season. Because something about her just gets me. I don't know. Do y'all see something funny with Britt, Mrs. Best?
I think she might be there when her husband's being bent over. I think she's present and accounted for during that time.
I can't. That's it, y'all. I'm not going to allegedly, damn it, because they're not to sue people nowadays. Allegedly, don't be coming for me.
I'm saying allegedly based on the multiple interviews that have been conducted and receipts that have been provided in the streets by way of Tasha K.
Yeah, go after her first. Don't come after me. But anyways, y'all, we got to go, but we appreciate y'all. I am going to do King says she's still employed by Bravo. Good. I didn't want her to lose her job in the first place. I just didn't like what she did because regardless of what that girl did, you didn't have to exploit her like that. I mean, but now Britt's saying that wasn't her on the poster boards, and I'm like, I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I just want the situation. But if Kenya does come back next season, good. I hope that it will be a sensational season nonetheless. I don't want Nene to come back, and I don't want Kim Zolciak back. Yeah, we got to go watch Basketball Wives, y'all. I got to watch that before I go to work tonight. So I love you guys. Once again, Dimples of the Man, thank you for your cash app. It is greatly appreciated over in this household and definitely will be used for everything that it needs to be used for to buy home essentials because I definitely need them in my new place or in our new place. But also, Naya, thank you for being here. I know DM Rocks was in here at one point. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the other 10 people that are here. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Like the video, especially if you liked what you heard, like what you see. We will be back on my channel. I'm going to try to go live this week a couple of times. I do need to do the next gen, you guys, because I did say I was going to do that show. I'm going to do like literally 3 episodes at one time. We're going to talk about Ariane, or whatever the fuck her name is. Ariana Bierman. Ariana. She took that man's last name.
He adopted all of them.
Oh, he a fool. Oh, Croy. You really was sprung over her. You must have had no experience before Kim. Because what the hell is you adopted some grown-ass girls for? Okay, he a fool. That's a big-ass fool right there. I didn't know he did that. Oh yeah, I got to talk about this. We're gonna talk about this, y'all. So be on the lookout for my channel. I'm definitely gonna have that. Am I missing somebody? Who else was here that I am missing? I think I got everybody. Okay, if I missed you, I am so sorry. If you commented, I am so sorry. But thank you guys once again for being here. I will see you guys later this week. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mrs. Best. We'll be on her channel tomorrow for Basketball Wives, y'all. So and it's gonna be a good episode, I'm sure. So I'll see you. Have a great one. Bye-bye, y'all.